Welcome back to the Cross Up Podcast. My name is Alan. I'm here with the usual co-hosts. You know who they are at this point. We're doing our favorite games of the 2020s. I said might as well we're only halfway through this decade, but I figured we might as well finish out the list. We're looking at a very questionable list at the moment.
A great list, honestly.
Very questionable is an understatement in my opinion.
This is a great list.
This is Daquan's list, as you can tell.
Yes, it is.
I'll let Kris and Jeremy. What are y'all's initial thoughts?
I'll let Kris go first.
My first thought is Squadrons.
Yes, Squadron.
Out of the all the Star Wars, dude, I would have been less surprised if you put what's that one that flopped?
You're talking about
Bandit?
fucking
Outlaws.
Outlaws.
No, I
that's
didn't
what
play
it is.
Outlaws. No, I didn't.
I would have been less surprised if you put that. But fucking Squadrons?
Yeah, I like Squadrons. To put it simply, if you noticed on the other one, Battlefront was on there. In Battlefront, you also have those space battles.
Yes.
Like you can fly around and do stuff. That's fun. And focusing in on Squadrons was a good idea. So I actually enjoyed it. It was a solid experience, and it wasn't even $60.
It was 40, so you did have that.
Fair enough.
It was a good product.
What about you? Oh, keep going.
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask about Infinite.
Oh,
Did you
Infinite.
play this is the story or the multiplayer?
Multiplayer, specifically. Story, I don't really care for. I played it a bit. I ultimately played it because one of my buddies did some of the maps, like level design for some of the things. So I played it around for that work, and then the multiplayer was just fun. So
Multiplayer was okay.
yeah,
I agree. It was okay.
Yeah.
I think it was fun, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
So you have not only Modern Warfare 2, you have Modern Warfare 3.
So for that, it's probably the same reason that Jeremy is going to have something on his list. These were things that I worked on specifically, so I actually had a lot of time playing these. So as far as the games I played the most in the 2020s, these are definitely two that I played a lot.
Okay.
So
I'm not gonna give you shit for working on these games, but I'm gonna give you shit for telling me that Call of Duty is a shit game. For every time I ask you about what these games, Modern Warfare 2. Oh wait. Modern Warfare 2 was an okay game. It's not good in comparison to the first one, 2019. I'm sorry. And then the $70 DLC you put on this list too. Why? And then you just put 2 Fortnite games on here, bro. I can't look. Modern Warfare 3 was the last straw for me until they get their shit together. I can't believe you put these two on your list, honestly.
So to give some perspective on this list here, my list originally was like 4 games.
I would accept that.
There were only 4 games on this list.
You know what? I would have taken those 4 lists over what we just got.
The 4 are the ones up top. Those were the 4 I had.
The top
Everything
4?
else was like,
you know what? I would have respected you for the top 4.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay with that.
And instead you have the Fortnite Infinite, and you have Fortnite Sparking Zero. It's crazy.
Look,
also, Red Dead 2 came out in 2019. That doesn't count.
Modern Warfare 2 was
No. Red Dead.
That's 20...
Red Dead 2018.
That was Red Dead 2018.
Yeah, that's when
I thought it was.
What? I thought it was later.
Yeah.
You could be right. I thought it was later.
2020. I thought it was 2020 because it got announced but delayed.
Right,
like every Rockstar game.
Yes. Just like every Rockstar.
Because I thought it came out with. Didn't it come out with Ragnarok?
No, Ragnarok came out way after.
No, definitely not with Ragnarok.
Okay, well, we can take this off then.
It's all right. Just
regardless,
it's fine.
I didn't play Red Dead Redemption 2 until I think 2021.
Oh, that's probably why. Then
that's probably why you thought it was later. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was. I still
all right,
got
so
it. I just
I don't really like most of this makes sense. Well, I mean, the middle row is all questionable to be honest.
I mean, Squadrons is good, and Red Dead. There is almost no better looking title that has come out around the time frame.
Sure, if you want to go by just the visuals, go for it. I think the game is fine. Like, I think it's super overrated. I think it's still a good game. That doesn't mean it's bad. I just think it's severely overrated.
Overrated.
I agree. I think it's overrated too.
Overrated is crazy. Okay. Let's continue.
Streets of Rage 4, mad respect. I love that game. It's fucking good.
Fantastic game.
It's fucking amazing. And I wish more people would play those types of games and you'd see what you'd be missing. Same with Moonscars, Prince of Persia, The Mage Seeker, all fantastic games.
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior 3?
Shadow Warrior 3. Yes, I was doing, and I hate to admit this, Overwatch 2 almost made the list because I put a lot of time into the different games that were made at Activision Blizzard. Just for me trying to understand their game philosophy. So Overwatch 2 almost made it. But then I remembered I played a lot of Shadow Warrior 3 because I was trying to figure out some pretty good melee for first person. So I played a lot of that.
Because I don't think it's like a bad game by any means or anything. I just didn't think it would be like top 15 of any list, to be fair.
Well, if I could, Shadow Warriors 2 would be there. But I definitely played more of 3.
No, because Overwatch 2 almost made my list, but I didn't put it on there.
People still talk about Dragon Ball Spark and Zero. I feel like it came for like 3 months. And right.
It came and went as far as like social media and stuff like that. Now everyone's on the Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of
I only played this with a buddy. We like played against each other.
I think the game
for
is
a bit.
I think it's a lot of fun for just stupid fun to play with friends. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of always been those types of games, right?
Pretty much.
And so your number one game on this list is Marvel Rivals.
Yes, because
I need you to find a new hobby.
I need you to go do something else, bro.
I'm not even joking. Out of every game that has released, as far as like for mainstream broad audience, out of every game that's released in the past like decade, this one is one of the most flawless launches I have ever seen.
Yeah. True.
Like, it is disturbing how well they put this game together. And granted, it is just Paragon with, Marvel assets, but to be able to like sit down and do all that properly, get it out with minimum issues with servers, like the monetization is good, the characters are all like well put together. It's just,
what do you mean by the monetization is good?
As in, it's not crazy.
I don't think it's egregious. I think it's fine.
No, it's not at all.
Like, I think I've purchased like both of the Psylocke skins and like maybe 3 other skins, and I haven't spent more than like $50 or something, 60 maybe. And then I still have currency on my account to buy another skin that comes out. Yeah,
and primarily if you get the pass, like the battle pass thingy.
Wait, is this the bar that we're setting about the much money we're spending on microtransactions?
No. This is just my thing here. If a normal game is $60 and a $60, $70 game nowadays comes out buggy as hell or has all these damn issues, if a free-to-play title can come out and then say, okay, here's our battle pass, it is this amount, you get all these things from the battle pass, including enough coins and other stuff to possibly get something else anyway, and they giving you skins and everything through the battle pass, like that, plus the fact that most of these skins are like $5, like it's not a bad conversation.
No, I'm not knocking you about the microtransactions. I'm weird that about like microtransactions being like not good in other games, like other free-to-play games. That, I don't know. It's just weird to me. What's going on, Kris?
What I was gonna say is just like it feels like it's. I understand like your weariness of accepting microtransactions as they are, but I feel like we are 10 years too late on fighting.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not against the microtransactions. I'm just weirded out that Daquan is saying that this is a good microtransactions.
It's kind of like saying like, look, I've been getting hit with a steel rod this entire time, but Marvel Rivals only hits me with a pillow, so it's not that bad.
Right, that's what I was saying. But it's good in comparison to microtransactions. Like,
that's the thing, though. For the game like Marvel Rivals, I don't even think it is a conversation of like, what are you getting hit with? Because if they have a schedule that they have now to where pretty much they're releasing characters per season and seasons take like 3 months, the average person on the game that they really enjoy, they're going to buy DLC, they're going to get expansions, they're going to do all this other stuff as they come up. But for a game like Rivals, people are more concerned about their favorite character. So once their favorite character is there, then they're spending money on that character. So like you're ultimately only spending money on the experience for the characters that you care about, and there aren't going to be all that many characters for everybody.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Daquan. You can say if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Didn't you give me shit about spending money only on Ghost and Call of Duty?
Yes, but I think so. Here's the joke. Here's the joke with that one. I'll say this. I do give you shit about that one because to me, these skins in like COD, they have no functional difference per character. Like if I get a skin for Thor, like Thor plays like Thor, but Ghost doesn't play like Ghost. It's not like Ghost has like a perk that makes him better at sneaking or some crazy shit, or makes him camouflage if he stays still. And it's like, okay, you really like that character because
it's the same thing as Thor. Thor plays as Thor. Ghost is just Ghost. There's
but I'm saying though, Ghost is a skin in itself.
There's no fundamental difference between you using the Ghost skin and not using the Ghost skin. Whereas
not even just the Ghost skin. It's like
even then, like that aside, because that's like I feel like that's kind of like slightly shifting over the conversation. At least like again, the way I look at it, especially as someone that's played all these free to play multiplayer games and things like that, and like even gacha games, because the microtransactions are just kind of part of free to play games as like their ecosystem. I just base it off of like how much money am I spending? Is it worth it? Do I feel like I'm getting scammed? If I were to buy anything in Call of Duty, I just feel like I'm getting scammed. That shit's way too expensive for what you're getting, and that shit doesn't even transfer to every game. Or the fact that they offer you skins for certain characters that you can't even unlock, and they don't give you those characters if you buy the like $40 pack.
Okay. Not to mention, like the biggest thing here is you already paid for Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not free.
Right.
Marvel Rivals was free. I think that's the big difference.
No, he's talking about the thing specifically.
I understand. Yes, just the one character specifically. Everything else, I don't buy shit in Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah, for Ghost, I gotcha.
I think, again, the thing for me is for a game like COD, every character is a skin because they are functionally the same entity. They can all do the exact same thing. It's not like Price has a different loadout than Ghost. Like if that's how that was set up and you're looking like, yeah, Ghost has like the sniper rifles and his badass like 1911 with some crazy stuff, and every iteration of Ghost he has like an updated like look or something. I'd be like, okay, it makes sense.
I don't agree with this conversation only because of how Call of Duty is as a whole. Like I get where he's coming from, right? Like the thought, like the skins don't do anything because they fundamentally all play the same. But I feel like in that type of game, I wouldn't have an issue with it if it wasn't as expensive as it was on an already expensive game that comes out every 2 years. That's my only real complaint. I don't have a complaint with like.
Oh, don't worry. I have. I mean, these skins. Wait, do they transfer over?
Some of them
some skins do.
It depends on the game to game, but it also depends on which studio I think puts it together.
Yeah.
But that's just my point. So
yeah. No, I get it. I get I get it. But Marvel Rivals is just I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a better title released this decade, like with the same amount of like care intended to making it as smooth as an experience as possible. I don't know if we're going to get another one.
And we're only 5 years in, by the way.
And 5 years in, but. I'd be curious. What did you say?
I mean, I said maybe. I don't know. I have my opinions on Marvel Rivals in its current state, and I don't love it.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong.
Nice.
I have a lot of fun in the game. I love how the characters play. A lot of my complaints come from like the competitive side of it.
Oh well, yeah. So
the game as a whole, we could
do a whole episode on our thoughts on Marvel Rivals. To be honest.
Yeah, but like the game as a whole is great. It's fine.
Yeah.
By the way, I did want to put this out here as like we are scooting to the next person in a bit. If Rivals was not here, it damn near would have been a tie for Moonscars and Prince of Persia.
Both really good platforming games.
It is They're just really good games.
Yeah.
Like really good games. And the Mage Seeker, fantastic mechanics. Like they pulled out some pretty cool stuff for that game. And art style is pretty fun. So
A lot of those games
yeah,
that the Riot has been putting out that's like tied to League of Legends, so like the Ruin King and stuff like that, have been really well made, interesting games.
mm-hmm.
I wish the rest of the
Pretty
stuff was like
much.
that, but you know, it is what it is.
That is true.
All right. Oh, this is Christian's list. Here we go. I'll let y'all.
You glad
Wait,
I
so is
didn't
this
read
God
it
of
in.
War 2 or God of War 1?
No,
This
the
is the
first
first
one.
one.
The first one.
I think the first one was 2018. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was 20. So yeah, so the first one
But
came out with Red Dead 2. So you're
Yeah.
probably in the same boat as me. We didn't play these until later.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
didn't
okay,
play
that's
him until
fair,
the
yeah.
pandemic.
Yeah.
That's when I actually had to stay at home. So I finally
That's
was
the
like,
same
you know what?
thing
Let me do this.
That's the same thing with Battlefield. What 3 is that?
Now
It's
that's
2042.
Battlefield 2042, brother.
Oh, I couldn't tell by the art for some reason.
Wow.
2042, my
Wow,
bad.
you
No,
saying
no,
every
no, no,
Battlefield
no,
looks
no,
the
no.
same? That's
Oh
crazy.
my
Oh my
There's
God.
there's
Here
no
we go.
shot, bro. I did not even say that. Anyway, I do like that game, by the way.
Yeah,
Battlefield,
yeah,
it's
it's great.
great.
I still
Yeah.
play it to this day.
It's one of my more
Uh,
favorite Battlefields, to be honest.
Overall,
UI is
like
trash.
you can see, like No Man's Sky, God of War, Spider-Man, and Jedi were all games that I was like, okay, I have way too much fucking time on my hands. I need to do something that takes up some time.
I like how that's what
Yeah.
I like how that's what it takes for you to play a single player
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Literally, the world's falling apart. It was like, hey, maybe I should try something that's not a multiplayer.
Overwatch. This is Overwatch 1, I'm assuming,
Yes,
right?
yeah. I never. When Overwatch 2 came out, I was like, I'm out. I think I've played it maybe 2 or 3 times.
No, we played it a little bit because Jennifer wanted to
yeah.
go back.
But that was earlier this year. But since it came out to earlier this year, I didn't touch it. Overwatch, I did really enjoy when it was like 2016 and onward. It was great.
Mhm.
I played it a lot. Apex Legends, when it first came out, I was all over it on PlayStation and on PC. And then obviously the Beyond Light. I think Daquan said that he liked this DLC the best. Or sorry.
I
think it was
like that one.
I think that's Jeremy.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Jeremy likes it the most.
Yeah,
Though.
couldn't remember. And yeah, it was a great DLC. Jedi Fallen Order was just fantastic. I think I took a week to finish that. I just played it nonstop. Such a good story.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, what can I say? Freaking Helldivers was great when it came out. We've been getting back on it. Like earlier this month, we played it again. That was great.
Yeah.
And with Battlefield, I played it a little bit when it came out, but honestly, I've just been getting more into it this year. I think when it first came out, it was kind of shitty with how they did the class system. They changed a bunch of stuff, and it just didn't feel like Battlefield. So I think I just bought it and never touched it. And then they made a bunch of changes, and now it's in a great place. I play it almost every day now. It's great.
I'm gonna write about Battlefield because I need something to play other than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like how your thought process is all these FPSs, Battlefield.
I'm gonna be honest. The only issue with this list is Battlefield's UI. I hate their UI. It is
Really?
so bad.
Your in-game UI?
No, like they're like specifically
entire-
2042's UI is just bad to me.
No,
Like
well,
I don't
do you
know if it's like
mean,
the color palette or like
do you
what
mean
they
like
decided to
when you're playing the game or like main menu?
main menu navigating.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Like,
I fucking
it's
hate
god awful.
Really?
I'm like,
Really?
I don't
y'all
like it.
had-
Interesting.
it. Oh, so
What
my
is it?
issue,
What's wrong
my
with it?
issue is not with how it looks. My issue is like functionality and how it feels to go through it. It's fucking
Okay.
awful and feels super sluggish. It feels like I'm lagging and I'm just sitting on the main menu.
But also just like, I don't know, like and maybe it's just me. It just looks like shit. Like it's just like what is this?
I don't know if it
think
looks like
I
shit,
don't
but I
think it
do
looks like
do
shit,
feel
yeah.
I do know what Chio's coming from. Like the functionality of it is just kind of weird.
Like look
I
at this.
think-
Let me
I-
put it in
yeah.
discussion.
No, I think it looks fine. It's not my favorite UI, like Battlefield, even Battlefield UI.
What
but
is that?
I don't like hate it.
Like, Like I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Down or whatever the hell the thing is, but like, what?
I don't know. I've seen worse, Daquan.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, I guess
Like-
that's fair, but it to me
I
it
think-
looked like every other Battlefield that UI there's ever been. There's
Okay, I
not
might be comparing
anything
it to Battlefield 1 because Battlefield 1's UI is like it was perfect.
cinematic.
It needed not to be touched.
Yeah, it was definitely more cinematic than the rest. But I'm comparing it to like the Battlefields that I've played, which is like 3, 2, and 1. Not the one that was World War I, but the other one.
Yeah.
And it just feels the same, or it looks the same to me in my head. Maybe either I have rose tinted glasses, or you guys have rose tinted glasses with the other UIs.
Yeah, no, even for this one, this looks way different.
Battlefield 3 has like a easier to look at UI.
Yeah, like all of them are easy to look at. This one just looks like why did you make this decision? Like it's just like if you look at 4, look at 3,
is
look at
somewhat
1.
similar, but not enough.
Like it's just I don't know what they did. I don't know who they hired to do this UI, but like please never again. Like they need a review. They need a year review or something because that's rough. That is just, and like you mentioned for the navigation, just dear God.
Yeah,
Dear
the
God.
navigation is fucking off. That's the only reason I don't like it. Because whatever they're running to fucking get that thing across, like, just stop
Yeah,
it.
it's rough.
Fix it. Like, how are you guys playing it and being like, yeah, this is fine?
No Man's Sky. Did you play that on release, or did you play that later?
I played it on release and later. When it released on PS4, I played a little bit of it and I dropped it off. But when they announced that they were changing a lot of stuff to it and like adding all this other stuff, that's when I came back to it, and I had like a good month and a half of grinding out my missions, my bases, doing online play. Like that was great.
I remember when the game dropped for PS4, and me and Christian are sitting in a party, and we're like, all right, guys, No Man's Sky is out. Let's do this. And then we're like, oh, that's right. There's no multiplayer or co-op. I guess we'll just play the game. And then we sat there for an hour just collecting resources and dropping them off at our ship. And someone's like, what are we doing? And I'm like, we're playing the game. And that was we played it for maybe like 2 days and then dropped it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's funny.
It was so bad.
But I specifically remember like 2020, I got really into it, and I would be like finding planets. I would be active on the freaking subreddit. Like I was super into it.
Cool. Yeah, I got that. That's about the list. Yeah.
That's not bad. I don't really have much to complain about here.
This is a list. This is it looked like a snapshot of Sony and EA's finest. So
every fucking time, like he didn't just have fucking 3 Activision titles on his list.
Yep.
Look, I had 2 Activision titles on my list, but I understand. Yeah, those.
Oh my God, dude. All right.
Every time I see Sony something, I'm gonna say something. What is this? Hold on. Before you say whose this is, damn it. See, I was about to figure out which one.
No, you would be able to tell. We want to know why. Fucking
Why?
Jeremy doesn't play Anime Fighters.
Oh, Fate. Yeah, I saw the Fate in the back. Yeah. So let's begin. Elden Ring, trash.
Oh my God, this guy.
Let's what else we got here. So this is Final Fantasy 16 over here, right?
On the middle, yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Great game.
That's fantastic.
Not bad. Monster Hunter Wild.
Great game.
Debatable.
Fantastic. Street Fighter 6. Great game.
Great game. Tekken 8.
Great game. Persona 3.
Persona.
Great game.
You got Persona 5 and 3 up here. Okay.
Yeah.
Grand Blue. Okay. Endwalker. I don't know. Final Fantasy. Oh, that's a DLC.
14.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's the expansion.
Yeah.
Nice.
And remake obviously needs
obviously. Oh
no introduction. No.
That's crazy. All that says that's also in Jeremy's list. So
of course.
Yep.
It's only our favorite game of all time.
This list is a list. It is a whole list. That's all I can say.
What's your problem with Monster Hunter?
He just doesn't
Monster
like it.
Hunter. Look, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm still stuck on the Elden Ring comment.
Yeah.
I don't like Elden Ring. Look,
bro, I think it's so funny that if he doesn't like it, objectively, it's a shit game.
No. There are plenty of great games I don't like Baldur's Gate. I'm not the biggest fan of Baldur's Gate. It's a fantastic game. They put it together well. All these arching systems, interweaving, thumbs up.
I don't like Grand Theft Auto, and I
Oh, I
recognize.
hate Grand Theft Auto.
I
Yeah,
hate
I
Grand
hate Grand Theft Auto with a passion.
With a
It's
passion,
like
yes.
fantastic game though. Billions of dollars.
Billions on
Fantastic game.
billions.
Anyway, back to Monster Hunter. What about Monster Hunter do you not like about hunting monsters?
One, I don't like hunting monsters because my question is why. I actually followed the story and none of it made any sense.
Why? Okay.
Like,
Like,
which one? Which story? It's different
I
for every
played
game.
Monster Hunter Worlds.
Yeah, we're arriving on a land. These monsters are taking our land.
No, they're not taking your land. Like
They're taking
you're
our
scouting
land.
to their land.
We're
And then
America.
it's
We
like,
showed
oh,
up.
but-
We put a camp. It's our
Oh my
land.
god.
What do you think
And
this
then we
is?
sell
bro?
it later for a lot of money.
It's just I
You
don't
gotta-
know. It's
We're
just
saving the ecosystem, Daquan.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
look like when I
Yeah.
played
The
Destiny.
ecosystem.
Like let's put this in the realm of like Destiny versus Monster Hunter. Like in
Mhm.
Destiny, say you're fighting the Hive, and like the Hive go by like the way of the sword or whatever the hell. So it's like
Sword Legend.
their entire existence is just throwing hands. That's their entire existence. So
Mhm.
it's like if you go over there to kill one of them, it's like, okay, that's pretty much the rotation of life for these entities. Or you're talking about the Fallen or some of these other people that's like overcoming a Harvest the Traveler. But like you have an interest in why you should do this other
Mhm.
than get item from creature to then go kill the next creature. Like there is zero reason for you as a player to go and do this.
We're control.
Like-
What do you mean? The guild exists specifically to maintain the ecosystem that's there. We're killing essentially what is invasive species or dangerous like creatures that are damaging the area around them.
That's the whole premise.
That's the reason we can just
Okay.
go and be like, that shit right there is my new pants, and then we kill it. Like that's
It's
the
just-
sole reason. And that's, you know what? Are you against PETA? Is that what you're saying?
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
just a PETA. Maybe I'm thinking about
Oh
it
my
this way,
God.
but like
You're thinking about it way too
I-
hard, bro. Like it's really not that
Listen,
deep.
Yeah, you are.
It's more than that. It's the concept to me. Like conceptually speaking, to say we are going to go and pretty much just start fucking up a creature in its own habitat. That literally we are invading, right? We're invading.
Well, a lot
this.
of the times
We're
they're
gonna go-
not from that area. Like they've come from somewhere else and they're damaging the ecosystem. That's why we're killing them.
Well, they're damaging the ecosystem that you want as a player. Like it's not
No,
yours
to
still.
maintain,
Like
to maintain the area, not our ecosystem. To maintain from that area dying, we kill those monsters.
You're thinking
Like,
about
that's
way
it.
too
That's it.
hard.
That's it.
Way
But I'm saying
too
again though,
hard.
like it's not your ecosystem though. It's
Why does
like,
it matter? It's the world around us. We're just trying to maintain the status quo so we don't die out as a species. Because
they're not gonna die.
No,
out.
because the thing is, the thought process, if you really want to get that deep into it, if we let those invasive species do whatever they want and drain the energy and kill the area, guess what? They'll just go to the next area. Eventually, they will get to us. That's right. Shut your ass up.
You know, let's say that's what's happening. Let's just say that's what's happening. This is when I'm just going to say, at some point, nature does win. That's all I'm saying. For again, like something on the case of Destiny, I use that as a good example because their storytelling is pretty decent when it comes down to why you do stuff.
Mhm.
You are being invaded.
Mhm.
So like it makes more sense for you to then go hunt down.
My
the
man
thing
is out
that's
here
trying to take
fucking
you out.
trying to compare Shakespeare to a children's book. It's fucking wild.
I don't even know if it's a children's book.
It is. You're thinking about it way too. It's not that deep, bro.
It's not that deep, Daquan.
I don't
The
know. I
gameplay,
don't know.
they had a gameplay loop of you fighting monsters. They gave you a basic ass reason to do it, and you're like, okay, I'm on board, and that's it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. The basic ass reason I can't do it. That's
Oh
also
my
why I don't
God.
play a lot of the games everybody else plays because I don't like what you're doing. I don't like why you're doing. It just makes no sense to me.
You're thinking about this way too hard.
No,
He's over here
because
acting
people
like
that
he's
enjoy
the
story
one having
games,
it.
no one says they're
He's like,
thinking
I'm
about it
going to
too hard.
war, and I need a good
I
reason to do
don't.
so.
I don't. The reason, like, if Cheeto explains why the reason why he plays Persona 3, I'm not gonna say he thinks about that way too hard. We know why we're playing that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I get
we
it.
know what we're about.
I can't do it. The loop is just murdering some creatures in the habitats. I'm good. I'm good off of that.
Skill issue.
Plus, I think the gameplay is clunky. So
Maybe on the older ones for sure. This one is not.
Another one's for sure. This one is not.
This one feels great.
Oh, well. Yeah. I give it to y'all.
Is this the one that just came out?
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
that
It
just
is.
came out. It's actually super
They want
funny.
performance issues, by the way.
I haven't experienced them, so
They have not experienced it.
Oh, that's great.
so
That's
sucks
the
to
first-
sucks to be those people.
Mm-hmm.
We happy few.
It's
That's great.
PC
Yeah.
Master Race.
That's
for those people.
those are the words that I live by, dude.
PC Master Race.
The
is
amount of
crazy.
the amount of games that I've played that people shit on because of performance issues, and I'm over here. My happy ass
Nah,
hasn't seen
no
one, bro.
problems at all, bro.
Yeah, bro. My
No
happy
problems
ass
at all.
hasn't seen shit.
Fair enough.
All right, what about Elden Ring? So everybody can be.
Oh
I
yeah, we
know
need
Chris.
to be on the
I
same
know.
page.
I know Chris's. I know
was
Chris's
thrown off
mind
by
is
that.
burning.
That was the-
I know Chris's mind is burning about this. So why Elden Ring?
insane.
And if you say it's too hard, I'm leaving the call.
No one's saying it's too hard. My thing is, for the Souls experience,
Mhm.
I don't understand why the open spaces needed to be done.
I knew this was
Because-
coming.
Okay, hold on.
Like-
It's literally, it's there for one reason and one reason alone. It lets you play the game differently or how you want, and that was the thought process behind it. You can go fight
perfect.
whatever the fuck you want. You can go get
on.
whatever the fuck you want, and that's it.
Okay, perfect. Hold on to that thought. Why do
Uh-huh.
you hate Breath of the Wild? It is the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
who's
you
It's
are
a
no.
Zelda game
I
that
actually,
switched
you're
over
right. No,
to
you're
the
right.
open world.
You're
It is-
right.
you
Hold on.
go
Let me
over and do
say it
whatever
because
you
I have a
want.
perfectly good reason why I
Wait.
don't. Because I don't like the way that is setting up for a game that I consider more story based.
Well,
But
but
wouldn't you
before we
consider Souls a story game?
No, but Zelda, I think it means.
Zelda.
the thing with Zelda though is like asking why. Like Zelda is an adventure game to begin with. Like it is an adventure story game. It's always been that. You've always been able to explore. They just took it from a 2D map that's like this to being 3D.
Mhm.
But Dark Souls has never been an open world experience, which granted the
Souls
name
game.
Elden Ring.
It's the Elden Ring game.
Yeah, but I'm saying granted the name is Elden Ring is the rebrand because it is an open space, but it's effectively the same thing. Like it is still Dark Souls.
I don't know if I would call it a rebrand, but okay.
I
Is it a
wouldn't.
reimagining?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not. I get that it's not Dark Souls. Right?
The way
Like,
that
Dark
I'm
Souls
seeing this
combat
right
and-
now, like you're basically saying like this style of turn-based RPG is just this game rebranded because it uses like a similar system.
Mhm.
Like that's how
Wait,
I'm
for what?
listening to this. No, I'm just using it as an example. Like I don't actually have things I'd have to actually like research and whatnot, but that's what like this conversation sounds like to me. Because just because the gameplay is similar to the other Dark Souls, other than like obviously this game feels much smoother, much faster to play. It's not as clunky as like even the older Dark Souls, and like combat system is also like expanded upon. Like sure,
Mhm.
it's still considered a Souls like, but I don't consider Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring to even be like that similar.
For me, it's similar enough because I played Elden Ring first. Didn't wait about Dark Souls 3, so from that perspective, it's kind of similar. But yeah, I don't understand your reason, Daquan. I'm sorry.
It's in the same conversation as me for why they turned. Actually, no, it's not even. Let's not even compare that. I just don't understand the actual. And I guess this is weird, as if a game has to have a purpose because it doesn't really. I just don't understand what like who it's for. Like
It's-
maybe that's the part that
it's-
doesn't make sense to me.
I- well, the way that I see it is because Elden Ring has a like not infinite, but like a shit ton of replayability because of the open world
Mhm.
aspect. The
Mhm.
open world aspect gives you different avenues to explore and go through the game, and that's the reason people like, as an example, because I watch him a shit ton. There's a guy named Gino Machino who basically makes his limit primarily on like challenge runs and like intelligence only level ups, where he only levels up the intelligence stat and he can go set up or do whatever. And because the game allows him to start the game so vastly different, he has all this replayability. That's what I see this game for. So like if you wanted to play basically like a Dark Souls a shit ton, but you get bored because let's be real, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 all start, you go through the game all the same and it ends the same way. Elden Ring gives you the possibility to at least start the game differently.
Yeah, but to the point of this though, it's like you have games like The Witcher, you got games like Skyrim, you got games like Baldur's Gate. It's just in my mind again why the open. I don't know, because everything that I see can be done here is done elsewhere where it's not involving what makes FromSoft's like essence on display. Because they are not open world builders. They're not like massive level makers. They're not these like open storytellers. They are
Like,
very much those
okay, sure, they're
cryptic
not. But
people
what's
with
the issue with Elden Ring being open world, other than you clearly not seeing the reason for it?
the vision doesn't connect to me. Like when I see everybody else enjoying it, I'm like, okay, people are having fun with this. I don't get it. Like when I look at certain games, people can have fun with them all day long, but I don't understand why people like it. Like it just does not click here. It's
Wait,
like
say
y'all
that. Say
having
that.
fun.
When the games that you play, you think people can have fun all day long?
I said people can play the games that they like all day long. They can have fun with those things. That doesn't mean it's going to click with me when I see the game, when I play the game. Because I bought Elden Ring. I went and played it for like 30 hours. I did not have fun a single minute. Like not a single second of that game was I actually like, man, this is fun. This is
And
cool.
why did
Like,
you?
oh,
Why didn't you stop after the first hour or second hour or third hour?
because I was
Why'd
like,
you
well,
wait
maybe
after
the
30
fun
hours?
is. I'm like, maybe the fun is after you, because again, it's like a Dark Souls experience. You're still supposed to get better gear, level yourself up, be able to get better to fight the other bosses. Maybe that's the thing.
And it took you
So
30 hours to realize you didn't like this game?
Wait,
no, it
takes
didn't
me-
take me 30
is that where
hours. Like it
is
took
that
me
where you
less
on?
time.
Did you finish the
Like,
game?
who didn't finish the game?
No, I'm asking if you did.
If I finished Dark Souls, I mean, finished Elden
Elden
Ring?
Ring, yeah.
No,
You're
I
30
got
hours in and you didn't get to the end. That's crazy.
It takes me less than
No.
30. It takes me less than 2 hours to realize if I don't like a game or not. I'm sorry.
like there's I guess like still a difference between like whether or not you're going to like this title and whether or not you're trying to get it, because I already go into these games with just like I typically don't like these, and even those ones that were on my list, I had never really played the 2D fighters. I've never really played those platformers. Like the last platformer I played was probably Kirby, and then I jumped into playing Moonscars because I was like, the game looks cool. Well, let's give it a go, see what happens. And I was like, oh, this is a great game. I'm down to try stuff as long as it is a good game. So went ahead and dropped the money on Elden Ring, and I'm like, well, maybe I'm missing the core of why people like enjoy these experiences. 30 hours later, I'm like, no, I can honestly say I'm not missing anything, and I don't enjoy this.
I'm stuck on it took you 30 hours to realize this. And
No,
not
it didn't
like,
take me 30 hours to realize it. That was me still giving the game more time to maybe show me something I haven't seen. Like maybe I am still missing something. But I'm like, because if you spend $60 on the game, nobody wants to play it for 2 hours and put it down. Like that's kind of weird. So
You
like,
just refund it. If you
I
don't
don't
like it,
even
I'm gonna
know.
refund it.
I don't even know where I got it from. I'm pretty sure I got it on Xbox, and I
okay.
think I was past the thingy for it because it was like a digital thingy.
Oh yeah.
But either way, yeah, I went in and played it, tried it. It was just. I even had people trying to coach me through fights. Had people telling me like what are cool areas to go to. Started dipping off to do different things, and it was just.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't understand it.
That's not even fun. People haven't doing that. I just like running around, killing shit, and kill bosses. That's it.
Well, and even for that instance, like when I played Skyrim, I enjoyed doing those things, like going up a mountain and see a troll, and it's like, all right, troll, I'm gonna get past. I got to get up there, and it was fun. That was fun to me.
That's
But for
not
some
fun to me.
reason, the Elden Ring combat moment to moment open space, it does not do it for me at all. Like it just doesn't. I'm like, I
That
don't.
trash ass combat system in Skyrim does it for you, but not Elden Rings. That's crazy.
What? That's because like Skyrim is. It's the same conversation I said about The Witcher. Skyrim, The Witcher, Baldur's Gate, they're all designed around their holistic combination.
I don't like The Witcher. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
fair
don't
enough.
like The Witcher.
I don't like The Witcher either, but it's all good. But what I'm saying is like those games are all designed with the role-playing environment in mind. Like all that is designed around it. Those games are just as it is. Elden Ring is Dark Souls combat and their AI tweaked for open space. It's not like you're actually in an RPG. You're still playing a Dark Souls experience in open space with an updated AI reasoning.
And more
That's
paths open to you. That's the whole point of the open world. That's it.
But that's what I'm saying. What's the point of the paths?
To give you
Like, what-
variety, so people have a different
Well-
experience playing the game. That's the whole point. Like, I think you're
That's
again,
the
you're
whole
thinking
point,
too
dude.
deep into this.
No, what I'm saying, I played Dark Souls 3, I think.
Yeah, and guess what?
think that's
I've
the
beaten
one.
that game twice, and I don't want to go play it again because it
Well, what
starts
I'm
and
saying,
goes
though-
through the game the exact same way. Whereas Elden Ring, I can play as much as I want because of the open world aspect. And
What
I'm
I'm
telling
saying
you,
is-
like, that's all it is. I don't know what more you're trying to glean from that.
It's a more accessible game for people who want to get into the Souls series.
Even accessible is
awesome.
still, I still wonder about that. Like, that's
No, that with Elden Ring being one of the highest selling games of all time in a Souls-like series, you're telling me it's not?
well, I don't think so, because the amount of people that complete it, even on Steam, there are less than like 10% of people that purchase that game that actually beat it.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think
the
it's more
average gamer
accessible.
is dog shit at playing games. Like, what's new?
Well, see, we can't say that people are dog shit, but then also say that
I
the
will
game is accessible. Like,
the
these
game
are,
is
like,
the game being more accessible
Like,
than the previous
that-
entries. Like, that
but I'm
doesn't
saying
that
that's
does
the point, though.
that-
Like,
bro, no,
this
that's
is,
am I wrong? The game
I
being
would
more
never play this-
accessible. The game being more accessible doesn't automatically make players better. It just gives me the more
no,
opportunity.
that's
I would
What
not
I'm
have played
saying-
any Souls game if it wasn't for Elden Ring.
what I'm saying, though, is like, for the idea of accessibility, meaning that more people should be able to find something in this product that they are willing to give time to.
And they did.
Like, that's the bit with accessibility. But when it comes down to something like Elden Ring, if only like 10% of your user base, and that's actually me being generous, I don't even think the number is that high. If 10% of your user base is finishing this game, like, that's a bit crazy. Let's see these achievements.
Achieved the Elden Lord ending. Just the Elden Lord ending, 23%.
23% of people have beaten this game.
Have beaten that ending. There's multiple endings. So a fourth of the player base has finished that ending of Elden Ring.
You know, you also gotta take into account the people have short.
And look at this right here.
spans.
Age of the
you know?
Stars, that's another 28. So we're already at 50% of people have beaten this game in one of those endings.
Hold on.
That's
They
not
could be
I'm
counting.
gonna- I'm gonna
That's-
do
that's
some-
not-
I'm gonna
could be
do some more
crossover.
looking into this,
Go ahead,
because
Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
yeah.
I was just gonna say, to be fair, there could be crossover. The people that
No, I'm assuming
the
there's
Lord ending
crossover. So
There's
it's probably
definitely
it's probably
There's
closer to
crossover.
like it's probably closer to like 30, 35 maybe.
but
that's
at the
still
very
like a
least, yeah,
third.
at the very least, it's above 20%.
It's
Yeah.
above 10.
Yes, for sure.
Not including the Xbox or PlayStation.
That's just
By the
Steam.
way.
And that's not including
Well,
people that bought it elsewhere.
Mhm.
So again, more accessible. It's okay to not like it. That's fine.
That's
No,
fine to
that's
not like
not.
it. That's fine to not like it. But it's wild that you say it's not more accessible than like than like Dark Souls 3 or something like that.
What I'm saying is, I don't think that the game is not more accessible than Dark Souls 3. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying to assume that because the thing is open space that it's automatically accessible. It's not. Like,
That's
the
not what
base
makes it
combat.
That's
accessible.
not what I'm saying, though.
No. But that's what I'm saying. If the whole point of Elden Ring being a different creature than the Dark Souls is that it is open space because of pathing,
Mhm.
then that means open space is the reason for accessibility, because the combat is the same. The combat remains to be Dark Souls combat.
Mhm.
So the only difference is they gave you a horse and you can move around. That is the only difference. So, like,
Okay.
my point is, accessibility can't be because they opened up the space. It would have to refer to the combat, what makes a Souls game a Souls game. Because if you take out the combat, It's no longer the Souls game. You take out the open space, it's still a Souls game. So like the accessibility has to be in the Souls experience, and this is not. The only reason people played this is, again, the pandemic conversation, and folks were on the get good vibes.
And they did.
Isn't the experience also they can like we said, you can play Elden Ring and start where you want to go, unlike Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, where it's basically on rails.
Yeah, but I'm saying y'all are talking about
So
the path, but the question is the path to what? Like,
are you saying it's less
To
accessible for
play the game? Like, what more do you want?
No, I'm saying y'all are overlooking the piece of like what I'm trying to get at is y'all are saying the accessibility is you being able to choose your path, the path to combat. That's the conversation. But accessibility would means that the combat would have to be more accessible to people, but it's not. You roll up to an enemy, it can still one tap you. You roll up to an enemy, it can two tap you. That has not changed.
And guess what happens? If you level up, that same enemy can no longer two tap you. Welcome to RPG games. Like, what's the difference?
No, but that's what I'm getting at, though. You're now talking about like an extra system outside of the fact of it being in open space. There's already been role-playing elements in Dark Souls. There's been the weapons.
Again, I'm bringing it up because you're like talking about this open world like there's a greater, deeper meaning needed to have open world. Like it really doesn't.
For me, what really helped was like you said, yeah, you still run into enemies that are gonna one tap you. Like, yeah, but then because it's open world, I don't have to beat my head against it. I can just go somewhere else, get the mechanics better, and then come back and beat the guy that was kicking my ass earlier. And that's exactly what I did because it was open world. I wouldn't have been able to do that on a Dark Souls game because you can only move past it when you beat that guy. So you got to sit there and figure it out over and over again until you get past it. Where it was this, I ran into that wall and I was like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna hop the fence over there and go check out what's that way and come back if I need to, or just ignore that guy altogether.
I guess again the thing for me is open worlds don't need to exist if your overall design is still just around combat.
And I guess that argument being is like, sure, you can make the argument like, why is the open world there if it doesn't change the gameplay loop or whatever? But there's no argument against not having it be open world when there's like benefits from it. Like there's no detriment to being an open world just because you didn't like it.
That's true. When there is in fact plenty of benefits for it.
Like that's why it's so popular and people are playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's
still playing it. People still playing it.
Oh, again, I would like to see the psychology on that because all I do half the time is sit down and look at what these different games are doing and people's responses and why decisions are made, all their GDCs and all these other things. And that's why I'm making the statement that the open world does not serve Elden Ring. Like that's for any game that puts it in that isn't part of the actual game, like the game identity.
And like I said, I'm a big, I guess we're gonna say hater to just implementing open world to games to try to change it or like do whatever. Because you know I've had my complaints on Breath of the Wild and whatnot, but I think for Elden Ring it's fine. Like I think it helped the game more than it hurt.
I have to agree.
Well, other than them two, the rest of the list is as
expected,
normal.
As expected, one would say. All right. Any other comments, Kris, Jeremy?
No, this is about what I expected, to be honest.
My brain broke for like the last 10 minutes. So.
All right.
As long as Elden Ring isn't on yours too, then we should be.
Oh, guess what? Go ahead and switch it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and swap over. What is
it's
that?
Not on his. It is on his. Yes, it is.
Oh shit. Okay, split.
And Cyberpunk is
Guardians
on
of the Galaxy. Okay.
That's a good list.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what's so funny? I forgot to mention. My list was the way it was because there's so many games that I wanted to put on here, but I didn't finish. Baldur's Gate 3 didn't finish. Rebirth didn't finish. Metaphor didn't finish. Cyberpunk still haven't finished. So there's so many games that I could have put on my list, but I just wasn't done.
Yeah.
Like Silent Hill 2, haven't played it yet. I know I'm gonna love it, Liza P. Haven't finished it.
I just have to ask here, what
Okay.
version of Cyberpunk are we talking?
He's talking about Phantom Liberty.
2.0 and Phantom Liberty.
Okay. I have
Oh no! When it first came out, don't get me wrong, it was shit. I understand.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything about that.
Well, to be fair, I didn't get any of those problems. I just had a few performance problems, and by performance problems, I mean like sometimes certain areas were just super low FPS. I was like, I'll wait for it to update.
Yeah,
and that was it. That was my biggest problem with the game.
I started it maybe just before the 2.0 patch dropped, and I beat the game like 3 times, and I beat Phantom Liberty like once. It's like one of my top 5 games I will play any day of the week, for sure.
Fair enough. Oh, Armored Core again. Haven't finished it.
Man, I beat that. That's like one of the first games I actually beat like 3 times in a row to get the new game plus.
Bro, that game is
because I've been asking for a new Armored Core game for like the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And I finally get one. The game is great.
Game's fucking fantastic.
Tekken 8, no need to say anything about that. I play it all the fucking time. Liza P is just a great game. I hate Silent Hill 2, but that game is so good, dude.
I think that's what most people feel about that game.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to like tell like Kaylee. Like I always play games like I hate this game so much. You say, why are you playing it? Because it's so good.
It's so fucking good.
Elden Ring, we already talked about Elden Ring. Persona 5, I had a hard choice between 3, Metaphor, and Persona 5.
Oh, if we're comparing those 3, I'm picking Persona 5 Royal every time.
I had to pick 5 Royal because it's just too good.
It's
Guardians is a great story. It's shame that they're not making another new game or whatever. Split Fiction. I had It Takes Two on here before, but then we beat Split Fiction. That game might be Game of the Year contender.
Really, it's that good? I've heard it's very good. Yeah, I've heard it's very good.
We all talk about Cyberpunk. Spider-Man 2, great game, love it. A little biased about that. And then obviously Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth. Great games. No introduction needed.
I'm still playing through Rebirth.
Did you beat Split Fiction, Kris, or no?
No. I've just seen like people talk about it. I saw about that secret level. It all looks really good. I do eventually want to get my hands on it, but I hear great things about it. Yeah,
it is indeed a great game. Daquan, what are you stewing about?
Nothing. I'm just looking at
there's no way you're not stewing about something right now.
No, I mean I said what I said about Elden Ring. Cyberpunk to me still is not all that great of a game that everybody says it is, but yeah, I got nothing really.
Oh my god, this man's speechless.
He really
Mark it down. Was it 12:57 p.m.? My man Daquan's got nothing else to say.
That's crazy.
I mean, because we spent like 15 minutes talking about Elden Ring, so I got really nothing else here.
15 minutes is generous.
Yeah, that's pretty generous. Yeah, it's probably like 30 minutes. But yeah.
Actually, okay, I have 2 honorable mentions I want to put on here.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Resident Evil 3 remake.
Okay, Resident Evil 3.
Yes, I love that game.
Interesting.
And Metaphor.
And Metaphor. In a game or in an environment where we have Resident Evil 2 and 4 remake, you're choosing 3?
Yeah, I am.
That's wild.
Any particular reason?
Nemesis. That's it.
Okay.
That's all.
I've never played that.
It's a good game. Like, don't get me wrong. Especially as Resident Evils go, it's like one of the better ones. But I wouldn't put it above 4 for sure, and I wouldn't put it above 2.
I am going around playing 2 and 4 probably this year. We'll see. That is the plan as of right now.
Oh, so you haven't played them? Makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you play the originals?
No.
Oh, so you're like playing these.
Not even like Silent Hill 2. I didn't play the original Silent Hill 2 either.
Oh, really?
Actually, me and Kaylee right now is watching the playthrough of Silent Hill 3. We watched Silent Hill 1 playthrough. Now watching Silent Hill 3.
Silent Hill 3 is a weird one.
both games, they're both good games. The voice acting is so ass.
You should go back and watch the Silent Hill 2 playthrough, the original PS1. It's
I
really
don't think
funny.
I don't think I want to spoil my experience.
What do you mean? It's really fucking good.
I know. I played the remake. I don't think I need to watch the original. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I think so.
And after 3, we're gonna watch Silent Hill 4 in the room.
Don't.
So,
That one's okay.
Yeah.
I think, if I remember correctly, Silent Hill 1 was fine. Silent Hill 2 is amazing. Silent Hill 3 was fine.
It's interesting.
Was fine. Silent Hill 4 was better. And then Silent Hill kind of takes a nosedive after that. So I'll see. Oh, we'll see where that goes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been on this kick of like watching old playthroughs. Like there's games that she hasn't played or seen that we're gonna watch, like Metal Gear Solid. We're gonna watch a playthrough like 1, 2.
You guys should watch the playthrough of Deadly Premonition.
Oh god.
That game is so good, dude. So fucking good. All right. Any final remarks, comments, suggestions?
Nope.
Oh, look at that flawless list. I appreciate it. Thank you. So nice.
Oh my god.
Did you guys end up watching the Nintendo Direct on Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever it happened?
Barely.
Bro, so
Nothing stuck out at me. There was no softbox, so I didn't care.
it was I don't keep up with Nintendo news, to be honest. I just like will pop in, see what got announced on the Direct, and then like that'll be it. So I saw it was a Switch Nintendo Direct, like that's what it said, right? It's like, oh, maybe we'll get news about the Switch too. And so I watched all of it, all 40 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it was. And there was like some okay games, like Metroid Prime 4 looked fine. It kind of looked like an updated version of Metroid Prime, so I guess there's that, right? And then like the new Pokemon game, I always want to be hopeful with a new Pokemon game, but I haven't liked any of the Pokemon games in the last like 3 or 4 generations.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this one goes. It's quite a bit different, and they're sticking to that RC style of like, third person. It's not like, it's still kind of turn based, but not really. And then there's like a bunch of other random ass fucking games. Some I didn't recognize, like apparently like someone like reboots or remakes that were coming back, and I had no idea. And then at the end of it, I was like, oh, they said they have one final announcement. I was like, oh, this is it. We're getting the release date for the Switch 2. And then they're like, we have a Nintendo app where you can get up-to-date news every single day about Nintendo. And I was like, this is what you're fucking telling me? And then they're like, yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is next Tuesday. Or next Wednesday. It's on the 2nd.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so I wasted my time watching this shit.
Yeah.
I was upset. And then
I still need to get into Dragon Quest, because they announced Dragon Quest HD Remake 1 and 2. I need to buy 3 so I can play that. I can play 1 and 2 later.
Like, I love Dragon Ball, and I love Akira Toriyama, and I don't know what it is, man. I want to try Dragon Quest because I've heard they're very good, like turn-based RPGs, but I can't, like, for whatever reason in this setting, the Toriyama art style kind of bothers me for certain characters.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't tell you why. Like I said, I love Dragon Ball. I read the manga for Dragon Ball. I love anything else that he's worked on for the most part. Even like that weird new Sand, whatever the fuck. Like, I thought that one looked great. But for whatever reason, I look at like some of the Dragon Quest characters and I'm just like, gross. So I don't know. I should just get past it because I've always wanted to play a Dragon Quest. But yeah, I don't, something about it bothers me. Maybe it's the way the armor looks. I don't know. It's almost Saiyan armor at some points.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Fucking. Eventually, I'll play one. Like right now, I'm getting ready to finally finish Baldur's Gate 3. Like I'm about to start a new playthrough because I don't remember what's happening. That's probably what I'm gonna do for the next week. Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. See, that's what I keep telling myself. I made it to Act 2, like the middle of Act 2 last time. So I'm going to try to get past that point. Now, a lot of people must be thinking, like, why not just go into Act 2 and then play? I don't remember what's happening.
Fair enough.
And I don't like playing games where I don't remember what's happening. So thanks.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, no, I just restart. It sucks, but I just restart. It's it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for tuning in. It was a weird ending. Everyone just lost steam after that whole debate. Next week, I'm gonna be real. I have no idea what the fuck we're gonna talk about next week. What'll probably be Nintendo Switch stuff. With Nintendo Switch 2 Direct coming out, we'll probably talk about that. I don't know how much they're gonna. We could talk about Marvel Rivals as well. I just don't know how much they're gonna show because, like, obviously being a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive Direct, we're gonna get a release date, and I'm assuming they're gonna give us launch titles for like what's coming out. So it could be a good Direct, or it could be just like really disappointing. So I guess we'll see.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.